Hola mis amigos and possible amigas, my name is Taffy16. Welcome back to another reaction video, and welcome to my reaction to Points of View. So this is a little random one, which may lead you to think, is this a channel points request? Actually, no. So basically here's how this came about. Rob, whose link is in the first link in my description, who's responsible for helping get me a lot of the shows I've reacted to, was talking in my Twitch chat today about like a lot of complaints the BBC had gotten over something. And it got me thinking, I'm like, man, the BBC must get a lot of weird complaints. They should just make a show out of that. I'd watch that. And then a lot of people in my chat were like, they do have a show about that. It's called Points of View, and they've been doing it since the 60s. I'm like, oh, well, shit, let's fucking watch it then. So that's what we're doing. So Points of View is a long-running British television show series broadcast on BBC One. Maybe the longest running? I don't know. It's been running since '61. And it's had a number of different hosts. It was hosted in the 60s. By Robert Robinson and also Kenneth Robinson, who, interestingly enough, I don't think are related. Also, Anne Robinson, again, I don't think relation, which is, surely one of them. So did they really get 3 different Robinsons and none of them are related? That actually might be the case. Anne Robinson hosted from 87 to 97. Carol Volderman hosted for a year, and then Terry Wogan hosted it from 99 to 07, and then Jeremy Vine hosted it from 08 to 2018. And in 2018, after Jeremy Vine got off the show, they changed the format a little bit. Instead of being presented by, it was more narrated by, and now it's narrated by Tina DeHaley. I think that's how you say it. I may have butchered that. I think it's DeHaley. But I could not find a Terry Wogan episode, interestingly enough. I looked for a bit, but I could not find one. I found some Anne Robinson episodes, but they were not really in watchable quality. I did find one Jeremy Vine episode. I do have a Tina DeHaley episode as well, but I thought maybe the Jeremy Vine one would be a little more interesting to my audience. So it's a Jeremy Vine episode from 2012. It's not that long. The show's only about 15 minutes, so let's watch it. All right, here we go. Points of View. I believe it's like April 2012, I think this episode is.
Good afternoon and welcome to a new series of Points of View, the program that gives you, the viewer,
in the background?
a voice, and you have been using it loud and clear to give us your thoughts on The Voice.
It beats both X Factor and Britain's Got Talent. It's so refreshing not to have to sit through the silly, useless acts which are so not funny. It's nice to be watching proper talent.
I wonder if she still feels the same way
which prompted
in 2021.
Would it not
this
be
was
a good
2012,
idea to be able to download the tracks? You could even give the money to charity.
The Voice is becoming less about the voice and more about who the judges preferred the look of. It's no wonder several singers look so upset.
You guys are Will.i.am as well? Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck, Will.i.am?
Well, The Voice is the new kid on the block, so can it take on the older gang? For 8 series, The Apprentice has been doing its thing.
Oh, no.
8 seasons in which we've wondered if it is starting to wear thin. Well,
is it?
Is it?
It's a different Apprentice, right?
But it doesn't even get a laugh.
Okay.
Lord Sugar should start to worry about his reputation.
I mean,
his show is now decidedly
the original American host became president.
To be honest, I get the feeling that they're running out of ideas when setting the tasks. Unfortunately, although I am still just about enjoying it, I'm beginning to get a bit bored with the format.
Katie, I'm afraid to say that...
You know, Lord Sugar might be your next Prime Minister. It may sound ridiculous, I know, but just trust me on it, okay? Just trust me. He might be your next Prime Minister.
Having been in this position the 3rd time, I'm not convinced.
1 week,
and so,
one more
Katie,
week.
you're fired.
Given this previous, there's no way Katie would have gone. A farce, a fiasco, a debacle of the First Order. Hurrah for the show that never disappoints.
You tell him Alan 997.
Some may be drifting away, but as Elvis once said, 6.6 million fans can't be wrong. And these shows are unashamedly fronted by that peculiar class of people known as celebs, a category which can take you all the way from a businessman, Lord Sugar, to a pop star, Jessie J. And they are the people we want to watch, aren't they? Fraser, aren't they?
There's enough people out there now to be put off just by the fact that they see a celebrity fronting the programme up, irrespective of who it might be.
True.
I stopped trying for a quick fix, and it worked.
I'm making 4 long journeys across the length and breadth of the country Oh no.
You're going east
I'm just
oh, yeah, it's the guy from
I think that there's
Greenway.
always a danger with the celebrity fronting it, that some of the programme becomes about them, the celebrity, rather than the wider issues that they're sort of seeking to broadcast to the viewer.
This is true.
But find an expert and you've
That's
got
fair
a
enough,
prize
honestly.
catch.
In terms of The Fisherman's Apprentice, Monty Hall's approach was good. He got the balance right. He took you along, but he didn't overbear.
Monty Hall, huh?
I'm told I'm being a total lightweight.
He hasn't done anything terrible since this, has he?
A real feel for the issue around fishing in
Should I
inshore
make
waters, but also the real people that were involved. So it was a really good programme.
Well, first off, thank you very much. It's always lovely to get positive feedback.
Nice.
And I do think there
Hopefully
are
you haven't
certain
done anything
experiences
terrible,
that have
Monty. I'm
to
looking
be
you up.
wholly immersive. And you do need that little bit of background knowledge before you enter that environment. And working with the fishing fleets was definitely one of them.
They're one of the few sharks that can bite their own tail.
No, it looks fine.
Look at that, the power.
I think he's
I think the absolute key to good presenting
He looks good,
is
okay.
making the
Just
story
making
about
sure.
the people you're talking to and the environment that you're living and working in. Shouldn't be about the presenter.
True. Very true.
It's a tricky time, and it's going to be for another few more years yet.
I think you do need a level of expertise depending on the subject.
Also true.
I think it's quite a responsible way of making television, really, because you have an informed opinion. And often presenting is all about opinions.
And Fraser's opinion.
I really do hope that this approach is one that we can see more of going forward.
Not only has he been creating the blueprint for how presenters...
Not that that's not correct, it is. It's just, have we actually had that going forward? Yes and no. I don't know how much has changed.
should lead programs in future. But Monty Halls was also proving he can be quite roughy-tufty on the side, hauling tons of fish on the roughest high seas. And he has been joined in these manly, adventurous pursuits by an entire scout troop of presenters on BBC Two on Sunday nights, kicking off with patrol leader Simon Reeve, who's tackling the Indian Ocean.
Is that right? I thought it was a fascinating programme, if only to remind us what a mess large parts of the world are.
The problem with these travelogues is that they are simply out of date. Basically, these investigative travelogues no longer have such an appeal in the days of mass intercontinental travel.
Oh
and the
my
internet.
God, the voice he's reading this in
It's no coincidence that the last of the great
so on
travelogue series was perhaps Michael Palin's Around the World in 80 Days, broadcast in 1989.
The travelogue is dead because we're all able to go on the journeys ourselves now. Intriguing thought, and clearly not one anyone has run past Ewan McGregor, the man on a mission, just 1 hour later. Now a man who's found that gauche and gangly opens more doors for him than muscle and masculinity. Louis Theroux is back.
Oh.
And this time he's looking at the
I had
USA's
his,
dementia
older
care
show
capital,
recommended.
Phoenix,
I forget what
Arizona,
it's called, but
who's looking quite tenderly
people
at
recommended
love
it to me.
between the patients.
Are you sentimental? Is there a sentimental part of you that is still attached?
It's just sadness. No, no sentimental. It's just sadness. I probably feel it less than I did. Every day gets easier and better.
Tonight's programme about dementia was truly heartbreaking.
I managed to watch the first 15 minutes. I gave up watching when Louis went to visit an 80-year-old man who was looking after his wife, who initially appeared to be okay, but it turned out she couldn't even remember her name. I decided to turn over my TV then. Very sad.
As we all get older, we must expect to see more care homes on TV. The Panorama team returned to them to look at the abuse of old people. Last year, you'll remember, this undercover investigation into the mistreatment of frail residents led to arrests and home closures. And this time, a viewer rigged a camera in her mother's bedroom and captured the evidence herself.
All of that yanking and
It's as though she's cattle or something. It's just like you see farmers doing that when it's... Oh, God.
They should be putting a sheet under Maria to move her.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Specially designed slip sheets were in Maria's bedroom.
I remember something similar.
See, all these things, like where I saw the bruises, now make sense.
I have to say that I cried and felt physically sick at the completely unsatisfactory behaviour of the care staff.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
The daughter who decided to film the events that happened in her mother's room has highlighted some serious failings within the care.
That's still an issue,
I thank the
unfortunately.
BBC Panorama programme for highlighting this area of grave abuse of our elderly.
Vulnerable people are being made to suffer for care home greed because they won't pay for adequate numbers or quality of staff. Shocking viewing.
Shocking undercover footage there, and of course it's that kind of filming which has proved necessary in the past to bring perpetrators to justice. But it is the gratuitous shock tactics of the current series of Silent Witness that is putting off even die-hard fans.
Silent Witness.
I do not usually feed back, but Silent Witness was very disturbing and far too graphic in violent content. Granted, prior to viewing, the show carried a warning, but I was shocked at exactly how violent, and wonder if Silent Witness is not getting too carried away.
Silent Witness shows much too much violent content. Can it not be implied? As of tonight, we will not be watching it again, which is a real shame, as we like the characters and the actors.
I am shocked at the violence in this series of Silent Witness. I think our imaginations can paint a bad enough picture. The show does not have to give us exact details, which I feel is distasteful. Please get back the old style.
I miss the old Kanye.
Bullet lodged in her spine from her days with the military police?
Yes, she told me.
I've never seen this show.
So you knew that she
Still
lived
on?
with the spectre
Probably not.
of sudden death every minute of her day?
If you were hoping for gore there, sorry, Sunday tea time and all that, I thought that would spare us. Now there's more drama with The Syndicate. No dead bodies with a romp about shop girls winning the lottery, but there has been a darker side too.
Well, why didn't you say something before?
Because nobody asked!
Look, all I came for was to tell you that Andy from the lottery's been in touch because he wanted us to do some sort of an interview about how our lives have changed since we won.
What, for the telly?
I don't know, but I thought we should all just discuss it because I didn't know if you'd want to do it after everything that's happened.
It provided humour, human frailties, and has a certain natural simplicity to it. Slightly tragic without becoming too soapish for a dramatic effect. Superbly acted.
I don't know, it
with a
seemed
great
pretty soapish to
production
me.
Team.
It has had me in tears.
It was just one clip, though.
Excellent acting by all. More of this type of drama, please.
But viewer Nicola Abrahart has another bone to pick with The Syndicate. It's one of many dramas recently to have a smokescreen clouding the plot.
Why does the BBC show so many smokers on their dramas?
I gave up for 18 months before I moved up here.
I've not had a rollie since I was 18.
I can't think of many BBC dramas where smoking isn't portrayed.
There's Proverbs, chapter 1,
Yeah.
verse 7. Get away.
Programmes such as EastEnders, The Syndicate.
He's still down there.
That's
But
two.
we never hear from him, thank God.
Well, don't he want to see his daughter?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Prisoners' Wives.
That is absolutely
Fantastic.
disgusting. Oh.
And Gavin and Stacey.
And when one final smoke as a single woman. Dad?
Fucking spoilers.
Go on then.
Beck?
I haven't gotten this far yet, man.
Why not?
Scenes where a character is shown pondering with a cigarette are simply vile to watch.
I'm actually on this lady's side, though.
I do find myself switching off, especially serial dramas. I don't
think it's that deep,
It's adding to
but
the
I get what she's
storyline. I
meaning.
don't feel as if it's necessary, and it's promoting a damaging habit.
I get where she's coming from. I understand.
Disgusting mind.
I'd like to know how the BBC can justify showing so many smokers in their programmes.
Like all
I get where
broadcasters,
she's
we
coming from,
occasionally show scenes of smoking in our dramas, but this is only done to reflect a period of time, perhaps when smoking was more common, for example, or to accentuate a character's personality traits.
Nicola thinks the BBC
That
should
kind of sounds like
stub it
bullshit
out.
to me. But
It's about time the BBC started to take responsibility for the programmes that it shows, to portray a healthier nation, to portray that we are not a nation of smokers.
Let us talk now about a former Sunday afternoon viewing mate of ours, the dependable EastEnders omnibus. Dependable? Well, it has suffered the indignity of being bounced around the schedules. Happens to us too. But recently it's been even less dependable because it has disappeared.
What on earth are you doing? The EastEnders omnibus is a Sunday ritual. You've ruined my weekends forever. Put it back where it belongs.
My thoughts on the bizarre moving of the EastEnders omnibus from its Sunday afternoon slot to the dead of night?
Oh my God.
I'm sure scheduling is done by drawing it out of a hat at BBC TV Centre.
So schedulers,
you ruined my life, BBC.
Viewers now catch up on EastEnders through a variety of means, such as the PVR, our BBC Three Repeat, or on iPlayer. We've therefore decided to move the omnibus slot to later on Friday nights. This slot is closer to the original transmissions and will be more consistent, as it will not need to be moved for sporting commitments.
You know, one day we will get an answer to something that doesn't involve the word iPlayer. One day.
Or
We're
omnibus.
out of time, so let me just tell you how you get in touch. Remember, there are plenty of ways. You can leap online. You can join the very lively discussions on our message board. Just navigate via bbc.co.uk/POV. You can also email us.
This was before Twitter was big.
bbc.co.uk
Still existed,
is the address. If you want to call and leave an old-fashioned telephone message, just ring us local rate from a landline on 0370 908 3199.
I haven't had a landline like 10 years.
We still have the Points of View letter opener.
I'd like
at the
one
ready.
now.
That's the piece of equipment, not
like
the
one.
Office Junior. So please write to Points of View, BBC Birmingham, B1 1AY. We'll be back next week. Goodbye.
Later, Jeremy. Okay, well that was about what I expected. The one at the end was funny. They saved the funniest one for the end. You ruined my Sundays. Oh my God. Like, you can find something else to do on Sunday, or you can fucking DVR it, man. Go to church or something. Find Jesus. Holy shit, that's funny. Alright, well, that was Points of View. Again, sorry, I know some people may have maybe preferred to see a Terry Wogan episode. I could not find one for the life of me. If anyone has one, feel free to put it in my Drive folder if you have the link to that, or just link it to me in the comment section if you find one on YouTube. But yeah, I couldn't find one for the life of me. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, don't. If you will follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, my Twitch where I stream every single day, my second channel for instant reviews, my Twitter. If you will follow me, my Patreon, if you will support me, my Daily Motion, and my VO, all those things are down in the description down below. Thank you to all 58 of my Patrons currently named in the description. If you're supporting me and my channel, for those guys who don't know, you can be a Patreon me for $1, £1, and you get access to reading your comments as well as the reaction videos a day early. Your name in the description. Also in the description is linked to the the community Reddit, as well as the daily schedule, as well as the Twitch VODs channel. With all that being said, though, my name is Stafford16. This has been my reaction to Points of View. I cannot finish the sentence, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.